Hello and welcome to a little drawing video. I am going to attempt to draw the 1991 Ferrari 643 Formula One racing car. An absolutely gorgeous racing car, one of my favourites. Now, I am no artist, so and I'm not being modest there either. There's a chance that my 7-year-old son would do a better drawing than me because he's quite good at these things, but I'm going to attempt it nonetheless, and we'll see what happens. So let's start. Let's see. I'm going to do a rough outline so that I can easily cross it out if necessary. This comes down like that. This goes across like that. It goes up like that. Let's go up here now. This car was raced by Alain Prost and Jean Alesi, following on from the equally gorgeous Ferraris that raced in 1989 and 1990 that were also really gorgeous cars. The 1990 Ferrari 641, I have a limited edition piece of artwork on that on my wall. Only 850 painted, so I'm quite happy to have that. Now I've got to get these wheels just right. There's a chance I might have made that a little bit too. I'm just going to change that slightly, like that. Let's just put the wheels in. I should say about there. Now they're not going to look very round at the moment. Yeah, I don't think I've done this tremendously well, but let's just do the like that. Just comes up like that, around there like that. That goes underneath along there. So we get to the rear wheel, which is too far away, I think. Maybe I should have done the wheel roughly there. Maybe I should rub that out. Yeah, I think I did that too close. I think it should be about maybe there actually. So let's just I'll put that in there like that. that. Does not look like a circle, does it? Let's do it like that for now. That way I can then, there's this huge front wing comes up like that. Now the rear wheel, I think that looks better. The rear wheel is very much so at the, I think it's too far away though. I think I've gone too far. Definitely too far. Okay, so I'm going to, I think, put it about dearie me, looks like a cauliflower, my wheel. Let's just okay, that's not too bad. So that comes down to about there. Now the rear wing, which just comes down like that, down to about there, something like that. I don't think that looks too bad so far, I have to say. Now we can put in, obviously now we can fill in, now we've got the main dimensions in place. I can now sort of fill it in a bit and make it a lot better. So I can put in, say, the side mirrors. You can go in there like that. And then on the other side, like that. And the helmet. This is always something that I tend to get the wrong size whenever I have attempted to draw a Formula 1 car in the past. Getting the helmet right is very, mainly because it's a circle. Doing a circle is always very, very tricky. Like that, and then we've got the visor comes up like that. There's a few bands along there, that sort of thing. And we got sort of like a bit of a neck showing there. And steering wheel is about sort of there, so you've got a few hands sort of there, like that. And a little bit of a visor, slight visor there. Air intake, it's just there. I think that's not too bad so far. I'm now going to go around here like this. Okay, like that. Alright, okay, so, and then do it on this side as well. Just a little bit around there like that. Okay, that's good. I want to, I will colour this in a little bit. My colouring is never aggressive. I'm talking as if I'm always doing this all the time. I'm not always doing this all the time, but whenever I colour in anything, I like to not be too forceful. So, not colouring the whole thing basically, just sort of do streaks to give the impression of colour without actually fully doing colour. Okay, so I'm going to I don't know whether or not to write the I'm not going to put the advertising in. I'm just going to put something that looks oh my goodness, this hasn't worked. that doesn't look very good, does it? Just come around there like that. Okay, that's not too bad. And then the number 8 will come round here like that, around there like that. And that is, and then a little thing in the middle like that. Now that looks pretty ropey, but I will accept that. And on here, what you get is the shimmer from the writing on the tyres, the make of the tyres. Just get an impression of the words on there as the wheels are spinning around. Okay, so, and then on the inside here, well, I think I'll colour that helmet. Is too small, isn't it? I think I've done the helmet too small, but I'm going to keep it as it is. I think I'm going to do the air intake here. There's that thing there goes down there like that. It sort of like goes over the top like that, a little ridge, which then comes around here and goes to the back there like that. And then in here we have just sort of here we have another one of these air exhausts or something going on here. So that's a very sort of dark area there. We've got some more advertising here. Being a Ferrari, there's not as much advertising on other Formula 1 cars, but still a bit. That's like a little creature thing there. The emblem of the sponsor. And there's some other little bits of sponsorship. And there like that. And there's a big bit of sponsorship here. I'm trying to not make that stand out. Well, it actually is. Oh, I'm sure it's fine for me to use it. Okay, so these wheels are not tremendously round. Just sort of making it worse there. I think, oh, and there's just behind, it's Jean Alesi in this car, in this particular car, just behind him is that, which is sort of, his name is in there. And then we've got another box here with the name of the owner of Ferrari in there. Okay. I've got to get this finished and sent off by today, because I promised the Tate Gallery in London that I would have it there by Monday. So I have to get this finished for that reason. I am, of course, joking. Now, there's also a little bit of advertising there. Okay, so I might be in a position now where I can start colouring. I think I can start colouring it now. let's see. Nothing else for me to put in there. That helmet's, I don't know if it's too small actually. It might be all right. If this works and it's actually not, and doesn't make too bad a video, in other words, it's not too bad a drawing, I might do more of these drawing videos. The sky's the limit, really, with what I can do. Or, sorry, what I can attempt to do, I mean. Okay. It's not perfect, and I would rather it not be right. I don't know why I started it right next to the edge of the paper. But that's actually not too bad. That's recognisable as the Ferrari 643, definitely. Right. I now have as you can probably hear, I have a few pens which I can do. I'm gonna need the let's take the red one, and I will take the yellow one, not the bright yellow, but the less bright yellow, I think, and black one. I think that's probably, or maybe blue. Okay. Okay, so I am now going to do it. I think I'll do the little bit of blue first. So I'll just go in here a little bit. As I say, I just like to give the impression of colour without actually colouring it all in. Because what happens otherwise is that you just lose what it is you're trying to do, basically. I'm not sure what that looks like really. Okay, so now I can do the yellow. Yellow up here, like that. Just a little bit of that in there, and down here as well, like that. Just a little bit of impression, and also down here. Oh, I forgot a very important thing actually. I forgot the Ferrari emblem on there. It's just here, and it's just the shield emblem. Like that. Shield emblem with the you know, the black horse. Now, I'm not going to do the black horse with black ink because it would never come out correctly. So if I do, let's do that, and that. That looks exactly like a horse standing on its rear legs. So that's perfect. And then I just go dot, dot, dot. And that's not perfect, is it? I need to put the black in, otherwise it just doesn't look right. So I'm going to have to put very faintly a little bit of black like that. I'm going to do some black on the helmet, John Lacey's helmet, like this. Most of his helmet is white. I remember Jean Alesi racing. Very good driver. Finished, where did he finish in his first race? 4th, French Grand Prix 1989 in a Tyrrell. Finished 4th place. And then his first full season was the following year, 1990, and he finished 2nd in his very first race, having led it for a while before Senna managed to get past. It's a very good race because Senna got past him and then Alesi repassed him. It's very exciting. I remember it very, very well. Phoenix, the first race at Phoenix. First race to be held at Phoenix. Street circuit. He was very good, but as happens sometimes, you get a very good driver, but for some reason it never quite works for them, and it didn't for him. He only ever won one race. I mean, he always looked, in his early years, he looked good enough to be world champion, but he sort of tailed off a little bit. Mainly he just got tired of, you know, almost winning races, but not quite. And I think it just sort of like got to him after a while. And he hardly did anything. And the race he only won, he lucked into. There were plenty of races that bad luck stopped him from winning, but the one that he actually won was a lucky one. 1995 Canadian Grand Prix. And Schumacher lost all of the gears on his car apart from one, 5th gear. He still managed to come 2nd, Schumacher. Such was the dominance of his car, but he couldn't win it. Or did he retire, actually? Did Schumacher retire? Maybe Schumacher retired from that race. Anyway, Schumacher was leading it. And Jean Alesi was in his usual 2nd place. And this time, though, he managed to inherit. He managed to get a win. But he should have won so many more races. It's terrible that he didn't. Okay, so I can now colour in. Let's do a bit more black, actually, around the wheels. Again, I don't want to, careful not to do too much, because I don't think that looks tremendously good. I think that looks pretty ropey, actually. I'll do it like that, and the inside, so at least it stands out a little bit from the outside, maybe. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. So I'm going to do the same thing this side. But I don't think that looks tremendously good. I think it looks pretty bad. Dear, oh dear. Right. Maybe I'll do this a little bit, break it up a little bit. Also, these tyres, the tyres look like a little bit like the tyres off Fred Flintstone's car, don't they? But the square ones that or the stone tyres that he drove. I think that'll have to do. It's not too bad. Right. So now I'd colour in this. Like that. Come down there, a little bit in there. Okay, that's not too bad. This needs to be all black in here. Like that. Again, what I tell my kids is don't thickly colour in everything, because you know, in the past they have been known to colour in so much that they sort of, you know, go through the paper a little bit. Just do it gently, like that basically. Okay, like that. And then I can do the magic, the Ferrari red, what we've all come for, basically. Okay, so there is a little bit of white numbering up here that I need to sort of skirt around. Like the number on the car, which you can sort of almost see there, like that. If I just make sure I avoid it. Let's come around here. I can basically do the whole of the rest of it in red. I think around here, this bit here, that gets coloured in red. It goes around there like that, but the bottom bit of the square remains white. Now I want this little bit to seem like it's different, so I should go a different direction to make that line stand out a little bit. It's a little bit different direction. I think this pen is running out of ink. Is it going to get to the finish? Not the car, I mean the pen. The car wasn't tremendously good that year. It was okay, but it was comfortably outperformed by the Williams and the McLaren. The Williams of Nigel Mansell and Riccardo Patrese, and the McLarens of Ayrton Senna and Gerhard Berger. Ferrari was never in the championship hunt. It was always between the McLarens and the Ferrari and the Williams, which the McLaren of Ayrton Senna won in the end. I think I might have finished. Have I finished? I think I have. All I'm going to do is just going to accentuate the 28 by going a little bit closer in on the number there, like that, so the number stands out a little bit more, like that. Of course, it's when you do your little finishing touches that you mess it all up, basically. So I have to be a little bit careful. I need to do a little red dot as well, just there as well. Boom. Okay, and also there as well. Boom. Right. I think that is done. I had better sign it. So put the date, let's put Ferrari 643 1991 LAC, and then I shall put my name. Italian rust. Okay, I think that worked. Now look, I'm doing that dangerous thing. I'm finding little things to touch up. That's dangerous. Okay, let's just do that. Let's do that. Let's just ruin this by doing that. It's dangerous. Okay. Okay, thank you for watching, and if you liked it and you want more of the same or more of completely different stuff, then please subscribe, and I will see you, or you will see me, on the next video. Thank you very much.